All right, so I could not get VR to play effectively. After all that time, after all that effort, everything that I put into it to try and get everything to work properly, at the end of the day, I could not get it to load the way that I wanted to. It was a bad experience for me. I'm sure it was a bad experience to watch. So without further ado, we're just gonna play some regular Fallout 4 now. But this does mean that I'll be able to play the DLC, and I'll be able to add mods if I want. Also, with all of that being said, now that I'm not in VR, my sort of pistol campaign that I've been doing up to this point may not be, like, the best option for me, because I'm still, like, now that I'm not in VR and I'm in the regular game and using, you know, the regular game's mechanics, like, overall, this game does not, like, lend itself to the pistol as much as the rifle, so I'm probably gonna be...
You wanted to make me a second printing press while you're at it.
At this point, I'm probably gonna be trying to go back to regular, rifles, because they have better accuracy. I'll try it out with just the regular pistols for a little bit longer, because whatever, but, I also just want to get regular glow sights on this thing. But there we go. So now I've just got a regular pistol again. I'll try doing regular pistols for a little bit. My character's look now matters again. I don't know why Pip-Boy is available in my thing. I think that might be a holdover from some old mods that I had. Pocketed is almost always a good thing to put on your armor. I don't have enough adhesive to pocket the other bits, but that's fine. So the craziest thing that we're gonna get from all of this is that the craziest difference that we're going to see in all of this is that let's see here. Is that we can actually see my character now. So like when I said, oh yeah, seeing my character doesn't matter, it kind of does now. There's actually a little bit of a reason to see our character now. Also, is there a brightness option? Because the brightness is a little not bright enough. Look sensitivity, difficulty, nope. You'd think that would be in display, right? Like there should be an option for how bright the game is, but there isn't. Controls are fine, audio is fine. Gameplay, look sensitivity, whatever, but that doesn't really help me with my brightness problem. I mean, it is also, like, nighttime, so, like, I'm supposed to really have my light on like this, I think. We've got a Brahmin now, which is nice. It's gonna be weird having to get back to playing this game in not VR. Speaking of not VR, I'm actually hurt. Probably. Actually, while I'm here, let's go ahead and cook some of this extra meat that I've been picking up. I also suppose I could be playing this in 60 FPS now instead of 30 for you guys, but I'll maybe fix that next time. Okay, so now that I've done that, now I can actually eat. Let's see here. Well, let's recontinue our journey back out. It's going to be a little bit different playing this in not VR. I was so used to playing it in VR that playing it on a screen feels a little bit weird again. Wait, no, I need to be headed east, don't I? Yeah. Alright, let's see here.
Damn it. Where'd you go?
Hey, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I like this pistol. And now that I'm not playing in VR, I can actually be accurate. I might stick with pistols and just be a gunslinger. We'll see. I no longer have the aversion to rifles that I had in my last play, but how do I activate that's okay, that's grenade. No. Is it V for VATS? No, V changes the camera. F brings up my favorites menu. R is reload. T is wait. Q is VATS. No, I want to... This is not what I wanted. No. Tab to return. Okay, so Q gets me into VATS.
You got a line on him?
All things considered, I have a little getting used to the game again, because all the buttons are different, but,
Blue, we're not found them, and they do not look friendly.
hey, level up. Well, on the plus side to all of this, whenever we play again, I can just play with mods, so I can turn mods on next time. The non-automatic pistols now do 60% more damage, and range is increased even further. Very nice. Means automatic weapons do 20% more. Wouldn't mind having that as well.
What's that for?
So now that I'm playing it, having a character that was built around VR suddenly feels not as good in, well, honestly speaking, not a whole lot's changed, really. Surprisingly, a lot is the same. It's just like things like I would have probably had a higher perception if I'd been playing from the get-go as a non-VR character. I'd be playing with different settings for sure.
That reminds me of Diamond City.
I also don't remember how to melee. I should probably look that up really quick. Left alt. Oh, so I just... Rather than holding left alt, I tap it to bash. Okay. Isn't there usually a guy that ambushes you right here? I remember that being a
Gotta
thing.
be joking.
Yep, there he is.
We should head into that.
He doesn't exist until you're like looking him right at the eye, right in the eye. Let's continue on our journey. Across the countryside. Oh, joy! A rad scorpion. There's a dog behind us.
Damn.
Well, on the plus side, I did not have to experience a rad scorpion in VR.
Where'd they go?
There we go. I need to reorganize my favorites. All of my favorites are in the wrong spots now that I've, now that I'm not playing VR. Let's see here. U is your favorite button, so... Bye. Okay, so that's how I can... That's not the best system for a quick swap. They're all assigned to buttons anyway, so it doesn't matter. I can just do it with buttons, but let's see here. Let's go ahead and unfavorite everything really quick. now let's assign them in a reasonable order. 1 for the incendiary laser pistol. 2 for the pipe rifle. For my 10 mil. For the shoddy. Six for the SMG. The pipe auto pistol, I'll go ahead and put on 6. I don't know that I'm ever going to really use that one that much. Okay, well, I'm still sort of more or less recovering from being upset about VR not working anymore, but I'm sure I will be better in the near future. There we go. I mean, I know where this location is. This is a hospital that you come to later in the story, I think. Okay.
What was that?
I have no idea who Lucas Miller is, but he's got a name, which is interesting. That was a synth.
Bingo.
Kneecapper machine gun.
I can carry something if you need me to.
Hey there.
Best way to spend your caps is protecting your hide with my armor. That advice is free.
Let's see what you got.
Don't cheap out on armor. That's a good way to get yourself killed.
Ooh, this guy has combat armor right now. Very nice. Chest, left, right arm. Left leg, left arm. Right arm, right leg. Full suit of combat armor. Very nice. Let's trade him some of my stuff so that I'm not, like, out and about. I do not need that compensated hardened whatever pistol anymore. Glow-sighted hardened hunting rifle. Glow-sighted hardened pipe auto pistol. I'll hang on to it. Heavy hunting rifle. Not as good as my other one. Oak baseball bat. Pipe pistol. I like that new muzzled submachine gun. I'm probably going to upgrade it. Relentless laser rifle. Focus pistol. This laser musket, sorry. Refills your action points on a critical hit. I don't know that I'm actually going to use that. Hit R to accept. Now that's very rapidly. Throw on that full suit of combat armor. Hell to the yes. Combat armor. All I'm missing is the helmet. But yeah, combat armor. And that also means that for you,
Just
Piper,
let me know.
I can trade you my old armor. Okay, so Piper, In the apparel category, you need to be wearing... No, not take all. I want her to... How do I make her wear T's equipment? She should be wearing full metal now. Yeah, she's in full metal now. If she's got full metal, I've got full combat. It's actually a pretty good setup. I'm excited to see what mods I want to end up loading into this as well, because,
Blue, we're not alone. You're on your own there, Blue.
because now that we're not playing in VR, I can actually load mods again, which is really nice. Because that's, a feature that should have been in the game start for VR, but wasn't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with being a gunslinger. I'm not gonna switch out to being a rifle guy only. Like, I think it's cool that I've got revolvers, and eventually I'll get like a big old Dirty Harry style 44, and that'll be cool. And I can be a hell of a lot more accurate than I was in VR. I do want to eventually get around to playing some more VR games, so like VR's not going away, but it's probably going away for a while, because the only VR games that I really have are I've got the Robo Recall, which is pretty cool. And then I've got these VR, then I've got Fallout and Skyrim in VR, but both of them are going to suffer from the same problems that we've already seen Skyrim suffer, or Fallout suffer from. Except I can actually load I have in the past loaded mods into Skyrim VR, because it's basically just Skyrim Special Edition. Like, it's not a new version of the game, they just loaded VR into Skyrim Special Edition. So it has mods and it has mod and support, and it has mod support, and it has possible other stuff support. I can actually pause the game as well while in my menu. Oh, well, hello, Bloodbug.
If we're gonna dance, let's dance.
Oh, sorry. Thought you might be one of those forged maniacs, but you don't have the burns. A group of them took over the old ironworks, and they'll shoot you just as soon as look at you.
We're the Forged.
Who are the Forged?
Bunch of trumped-up raiders, obsessed with fire and metal. That bastard son of mine, Jake, snuck out in the middle of the night to join him. He grabbed my granddad's old sword. It's the closest thing I've got to an heirloom. I don't guess you'd be crazy enough to try and get it back for me. I've got caps, if that's what you want.
What about your son, Jake? You don't care what happens to him?
I didn't raise my boys to be raiders. As far as I'm concerned, he's dead to me.
I'll find it.
You're doing me a big favor. and I'll make it up to you as best as I can.
Interesting. Let's go ahead and check out that. There's the Ironworks building over there.
I see you. Kiss it up. Hey, who's alive?
There we go.
Shit, get down.
Ooh, these guys are all like really strong guys. Okay. Perhaps maybe I should not be here. Oh. My head got injured.
Let's see.
Back up a bit. Okay. I was not expecting this hard of a fight, just like seconds away from a place that had like nothing, I had like no problems. Let's see here. What do I have a lot of food in? More rat chunks.
Get warmed up over here.
Man. Everything these guys do just kills me.
What you got left in you?
Huh. Okay. Well, this is going to be the fight from this point forward. Ahead and some more food. I didn't know mutant hound chops got rid of radiation. That's nice. Okay. Well, that was awful.
Yo, psst. Point the way.
A couple of those guys had flamers, though, and I definitely want to get a flamer. Having my Fat Man on me would really be nice right now, actually, but I'm thinking about it. Okay. Five is that, 6 is that, but I don't have anything at 7. I don't know where the guys with the flamers went, but I suppose I'll find them on my way back out of here. I think I'm good as far as walking around goes. Need to be careful when I get in there. Cafeteria trays have aluminum on them. Or flamer fuel. A lit cigarette. Used oil can. Go ahead and yank the majority of this stuff. Pre-war money is good for fabric. Oh boy, somebody has a missile launcher somewhere. Even better. That's exactly what I need right now. Is the enemy to have a fucking missile launcher. Hey, Oofer Gang. Welcome out to the stream. I'm about to get my ass handed to me by a bunch of these dudes.
Hey!
Just gotta get their attention first. Nice. Ooh, I am almost dead. Okay, so I need a different weapon now because as nice as this gun is for single shots, it does not keep up with the firepower of multi-shooting fighting. I'm just chugging stim packs at this point. Stim pack, and then I'm gonna go to my inventory. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and take the jet here. How did I not see you? These guys have a lot of flamer fuel on them, which is decent considering I just picked up a flamer. But I take it they're probably not going to enjoy the fact that I'm going to be using their weaponry against them.
Nice.
You sure know your way around a bobby pin.
Blue, we're not a... Hey! They're here!
Where? I need to...
Come on, girl.
Hope you made your peace!
I don't like that there's a... Okay, that's an expert lock. You go ahead and keep doing your thing. I'm gonna keep going this way. Trying to avoid unnecessary conflict.
If he tries to leave, kill him. You must be pretty strong here.
Real bad move.
Well, I'm gonna die.
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm Slag, and we are the Forged. And you, stranger, you're somebody with some guts. I like that. See, Jake? Here's someone who might actually be worth my time. Unlike you.
They're gonna kill me.
But I brought everything you asked for. Stealing things from your family farm doesn't prove your strength, boy. Though this wonderful sword you brought does put me in the mood to give you one last chance to prove your worth. What do you say? Kill that prisoner and prove that you aren't completely useless.
You said we'd be raiding outside the Commonwealth. These people aren't even a threat to us.
What is
To
going
me
on
that you
in
can
the... Hold
kill.
on. What is going on over here? There we go.
Him or you?
Oh God, what do I do? What do I do?
That was not what it was supposed to look like.
Walk away, Jake. You don't have to do
Please
this.
let me go.
What if I
What's it gonna
don't?
be,
They'll
Jake?
kill me.
Prove to
Don't
me that
do
you're
it,
worth
Jake.
more, Jake.
This is murder.
They'll come after my family if I don't. I'm sorry, but I've got no choice. There, I did what you asked. God, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and do a Nuka-Cola Quantum. Psycho. Oh, name generator. Name a shotgun pebble shooter. Want you to name a shotgun pebble shooter. Alright, I will name a shotgun pebble shooter. And then where's my Med-X? Take another jet, and then weapons. Let's switch out to my... No, not the V-Cap or submachine gun. Where's my compensated submachine gun? There it is. Ah, damn. Okay, yep. Yeah, I don't think I'm strong enough to do this quest right now, or I don't have the weaponry for it at least.
What was that? Get some, motherfucker!
Flamers are not as good at this one. I'm drugged out of my mind, so he's just walking around with his tongue out.
Why do they always gotta
What was that?
I am not ready or prepared to go in there and fight that guy. I'll have to come back here another time. Eyes are popping out of my head. I must believe I can do it. I don't know. Believing I can do it is one thing, but like these guys are literally like half the guys that I'm fighting have skulls over their heads, which is this game's equivalent of Increase my chances by 1%. Well, that means I have a total of 2% chance of doing it right now. I'll just come back with, you know what? You know what I can do? That I can do to help benefit me in this scenario? That does not require me to chicken out or run away. I can go back to my place, put on my power armor, and come back in power armor with a mini nuke. Mini nuke. I'm gonna grab a drink because I don't have anything to drink right now, and my throat is very dry. Here we go. All right. Headphones on. Actually, I have not actually tuned my armor at all, have I? I have not. I don't need paint. I don't care about the different headlamps. Just gotta get all my stuff up to Model B. What I need. If possible. Because my biggest limiting factor right now is going to be my... Don't do drugs unless you're playing a video game. Yeah, I need to get my, I need to make some vegetable starch. Vegetable starch is a very good way to get,
Seems to be growing well.
How do I... It's not that. How do I access that? No. That's just auto wall. I couldn't remember how to access the easy workshop options. Resources, food, mute fruit. Okay, that should get me my adhesive now, though, so I can continue my process of upgrading my power armor. Alright, so that's a full suit of T-45B power armor. Nice. While I'm here, let's see if we can't upgrade my... Because let's be honest, at this point, this pistol deals 42, but the rifle that I have, which has like no real benefits, deals 33. And I can fire it significantly faster, and that's without even a hardened receiver. A hardened receiver gets me to 41. I could have even gone for a powerful receiver, but I didn't. Yeah, having something like a full stock would have been nice, but that requires gun nut 3. But even in this form, this is still a much better 45 than my rifle, or than my pistol is right now. Which just goes to show, like, The pistols in this game are not the best. Like, they're lightweight, so that's a thing, but eh. Outside of a couple of things, some very, very, like, small things. Buff jet, buff tats, regular jet I can make. Psycho jet. Psycho buff. Syringer ammo. Does 30 points of damage over 10 seconds to target. Bloatfly larva, chance of death to spawn a bloatfly. Danger all. Reduces target's damage resistance by 25% for 2 minutes. Hey, I will make one of those. Minor damage when walked over, chance to stagger. So when could I just make traps? This is new. I did just recently buy the DLC, so maybe that's a thing, but...
Always was a little jealous of folks who could craft something other than a paragraph.
Speaking of, there should be... Is this a mod? No, there shouldn't be any mods installed right now. I shouldn't have any mods installed
Hard to
currently.
believe I'm roaming with my own pre-war relic.
I don't need to do anything here. What I do want to do while I'm here, though, is first off, drop off all my junk. Drop off the gear that I don't plan on carrying with me into the fight. Okay, and then pick up my Fat Man, my missile launcher, and while I've got my Fat Man and my missile launcher, let's go ahead and not transfer. Sorry, whoops, no. Craft. Merv. Missile launcher. Increase improved ammo capacity. Targeting computer. No muzzle, a bayonet, or a stabilizer. Yeah, I can't really do any beneficial stuff to my guns, but I should have the ammo already. Don't forget shotgun. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. While we are here, I will redeem your name generator. We're gonna take my sawed-off shotgun, which we're gonna actually change out the sawed-off part of this to a short barrel because it's superior critical shot damage, whatever, but inferior range. I don't care about that. Can't do anything else to it right now. But we're going to take it, and we're going to rename it. And we're going to name that was Pebble Shooter. Pebble Shooter. There we go. So give me a second. I can now mark that as... There we go. I don't know if I can mark that as redeemed, but I have redeemed that. You have now officially named something in my video games universe. All right, let's go kick some ass. I've got 10 power cores. Oh, hold on. No, escape. That's not what I wanted to do. Out of the armor. I need to repair. I forgot these things actually have, like, durability. Alright. There we go. I do plan on loading up mods next playthrough, but like next time that I play. So on Saturday, I plan on loading up mods because if I'm not going to be playing in VR, then I should at least have mods. All right, Saugus Ironworks, let's do this. That's the kind of stuff I want to get my hands on. Mods are a sin? Nah. Though I wonder if I can get a mod that can reset my perk points. Alright, let's get this over with. Some of the cooler things that you can get with power armor, though, is like you can get a jetpack for your power armor, which is ridiculous, but I love it. And if you do the game right, you can essentially have infinite money in this game because your settlements can produce purified water. And so if you have a couple of well set up water stations, you essentially just do that, and that finishes off everything in the game for you. Okay. So, before we even walk through this door, I'm predicting that this is going to end very poorly for me, so what is quick save quick load in this? I think it should be F5, F9, right? Yes, F5, F9. Go ahead and F5. No. Reloading. Reloading. Hyper hated that. Oh, she didn't like me using the fucking rocket launcher? Or I guess because I killed Jake. Aid. Let's go left side.
Now you pay for it.
Shearing shish kebab. Raider power armor. T45F. Diggs holotape. Impacts, 10mm pistol. Well, it was a shame it had to go down the way that it did, but I did get a use for my mini nuke. That shouldn't be something that makes me as excited as I did, but I just fucking nuked the shit out of these people. Like, one mini nuke and the entire room was suddenly no longer an issue.
Inside, there's...
Throw them in the fire? Okay. I'll do that in a second.
That's it.
Another flawed candidate. Attempt to bribe his way in, but the blade he gave is impressive. I'll give him the trials. Even if he fails, I'll still have something to show for it. Let's see here. Whoop. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Transfer. Laser pistol. His Raider armor is just not as good as my my power armor, I think. Because the T-45 armor for like the, let's do the left arm of the comparison. So that's 70, 50, 150. 70, yeah, 70, 25, 150. So like my gear is just better almost overall. Yeah, Raider power armor is the worst. Is that the only one that still had a body? No, there's still a body over here. Okay. Take you. Come with me, sir. Whoop. Into the pile you go. I think that's all of the guys that I can actually pick up aside from Jake. I don't feel like throwing Jake into the fire if I can avoid it. Yeah, as soon as I saw that they had a power armor stand, I was like, okay, well, this is gonna suck. I'm a softie. Eh. I didn't want to kill him. I just fucking blasted the whole thing is the thing.
Hey.
That was not Piper that said that.
Oh, hell no!
You have your own there, Blue.
That power armor is holding its own. Honestly speaking, like, the power armor makes this game so much easier, but they do kind of expect you, especially like mid to late game, to almost always have your power armor with you. So like, the hell's going on over here? So like, it makes sense that the power armor is as good as it is, but like the drawback is obviously that it costs fuel to even use. You just don't exist. Okay, that's interesting. Pebble shooter. I do like the power armor in this game. I just think that fusion cells are very hard to come by in this game, and so they're hard to come by, but they're not expensive. Well, they are expensive, but you can get flamethrower trap. These guys really were obsessed with flamethrowers and fire in general. Okay, so we continue our journey. Now in power armor. Now that I'm in power armor, I should take the time to invest in some... There's some skills that I definitely need to be picking up. If I'm going to be using my power armor more often, there's some perks that I would definitely prefer to have, which are going to be... It's in charisma. Yeah, I need local leader. So I need to get 2 level ups, 1 for charisma and then 1 for the actual local leader perk. Well, we've got plenty of time to play. In the meantime, we'll just keep moving. Country road, take me home. Country road, take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. You know, me and my friends were really excited for Fallout 76 when it was first coming out, but we didn't really like stick with it because, like, the idea of it, because as soon as I saw like what they were doing with it, I was like, oh, this is not the best.
I've got it right here.
You do? Well, that's
Beautiful encore.
That's good. You did you? What happened with Jake?
He changed his mind in the end, but it was too late to help him.
Look, you don't need to spare my feelings. I knew what the outcome was likely to be when he ran off. Here, it's everything we agreed to. Keep the sword. Gotta move on. And it'll just remind us of him.
Sweet, got a cool flame sword now.
Be growing well.
Okay, there's a level up, so I can increase my charisma. That's weird.
Might want to avoid the scrapping. Gunners over there ain't exactly hospitable.
So now I just have, if I ever want to use it, though I probably won't. Well, now that I'm not in VR, I might use it. I've got a shish kebab. And they've definitely upgraded the shish kebab since it first came out.
Get this over with, shall we?
That's a bit overkill. Let's try to do a heavy hit. Still have like next to no ammo for that. Let's continue. Well, first off, level up that charisma point. And now, next level, I'll be able to get leader. But yeah, me and my friends, we were interested in the idea of Fallout 76 whenever it was first coming out because I like the settlement building in this game. They were not the biggest fans, but I was like, well, that's perfect. I'll build the base. You guys go out and like get the supplies, and we'll establish like a long-lasting thing. And then they explained that that is not how that game works, and that your base is very, very not permanent. I was like, oh well, okay. And then it kept coming out more and more that there were like really shitty bugs and things in the game. Oh wow, that thing almost immediately killed me.
Contact lost.
he's even alive still. I am enjoying the guns though, so like keep those coming, I guess. Let's see here. I don't have that one. I was like, I don't have that combat rifle as a saved weapon, do I? I don't.
Real bad move.
Okay.
Where'd the gunners get the brains to build something like this?
Guess it's as good as mine, but I have no idea how to lower the bridge. Oh. Oh, fuck! I was like, what is that? I'm dead. I just got fucking owned in the face with a mini nuke. Holy shit. I was not expecting that. I should have. I should have expected that, but I was not expecting that. I'm definitely way out of my depth out here. I should maybe like not be here, but like I'm now too frustrated to give up on my location. How many missiles do I have actually? Got 4 missiles. I could take out the Assaultron with this, that would be nice.
AO compromised.
Just go ahead and reload.
Let's rock!
Could be your last mistake.
You are serious as fuck, you know that?
Yep. Where are those, okay, the Gunner Corporal has, like, seriously fucked up, gear. Which means it's time to just run away. Because they're gonna keep dropping, like, Fat Mans and stuff on me if I stay here. And I am not in a situation to actually deal with that. I suppose I could, let's see here. I've also got a Fat Man. One left in it. Holy shit, Fat Mans are fun. And now I've got some decent ammo in my pistol again. Ow, that was a very strong. I think that might have been like an armor killer. Check a couple of Nuka cherries. How do I control this thing? Okay, signal's going into their hut up here. Can I get out of the menu now?
Oh, you're still here?
Now that I've mini nuked the shit out of your superiors. Automatic laser pistol. Well, I feel like I handled that better. I was death falling from the sky. Death falling from the sky. Well, light bolt action pistol. Lightweight painted metal chest piece. Pocketed leather. Recoil consummate caliber action sniper rifle. Terminal. I'd really like to find out what happened to the bodies of the people that I just, like, fucking nuked from space. Because, like, here's their guns. Okay, here we go. I can actually, like... There's Gunner Corporal. But where did the named character go? I have no idea what happened to her. I fucking nuked her off the face of the planet. Oh, unless that's her right there. Oh, that's her! Hooray! Impact. Yeah, there's her fat man. Heavy combat armor chest piece. That's better than mine. Heavy combat armor. Heavy combat armor. Heavy combat armor. And an army helmet. All of that is better than my current apparel. Which I don't know that I can change while inside my power armor. But what I can do is I can find Piper and I can give her some of the stuff that I picked up. Wherever she ended up. Man, they really did make power armor feel ridiculously strong in this game. Where is Piper? Oh, there she's way up there. Well, I can, let's see here. How much am I over my carry weight? I can drop some things. Will it let me equip the heavy combat armor? Yeah, I can't equip while in power armor. So I need to hop out of my power armor really quick. And let's look through my stuff here. Army helmet is better for protection, and then just get heavy combat armor for everything that she had. Yeah, that torso, if I can get it repaired, or when I get it repaired, that'll be the replacement torso for my power armor. Hey, look at that! I'm in some heavy combat armor now. Alright, man, I gotta go. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Oofer gang. There's Piper. Piper.
Hey,
What you got for me?
I can trade you some combat armor now. Not all of it, but a good chunk of it. All right. Yeah, the only thing I can't give you right now is my right arm because I did not get any good right arm replacement equipment. Did something just explode somewhere? How did I get in here? Tactical excited laser pistol. Yeah, those things are weird to me. Not quite as weird as a Salisbury steak and a beer making it alongside a TV in the apocalypse.
Just the part I was looking for. The guys back at the garage are gonna flip. Nothing else to find here. This hunk of junk is picked clean, Daddy-O. You building something? My friends and I soup up old power armor. We have groovy metal suits like you have never seen. You seem like a cool cat. You should check out our digs. Our machines are something to see, Jack.
I do like the idea of a group of post-war people going like full grease lightning with power armor. What's your purpose here, iBot?
Now we're ready. Come on.
How does one swim in power armor? That doesn't seem like it should be possible.
Tests already. So we really have to make more?
Why is this area covered in iBots? I feel like I'm approaching the edge of the map, and I am. Longneck Lebowski's stuff is just right over here. I mostly just want to discover it and then maybe go back afterward. I'm not necessarily sure I want to like run in there right now. Power Armor's fusion core is low. It's a good thing I have 9 more. What you got for me, Lebowski? Some Office Desk fans, I'll take those. They don't even give you experience in this one like they did in the last one. I just do it because they're there. Longneck Lebowski's cannery. We can go ahead and check it out, I suppose. I should maybe head back and like drop off some gear at the truck stop.
Crops have been growing pretty good lately.
I did come back with some extra mute fruit. Hold on, I didn't put that back where it needs to go. This combat armor looks so much cooler than the regular combat armor. The heavy combat armor looks so much better.
As honest work gets.
First off, they're all junk. But then also, as far as weapons go, don't need the Fat Man with me anymore, don't need the missile launcher with me anymore, and I need to do something about all of these laser pistols that I have picked up.
What's up?
Improved short barrel. That actually reduces my damage right now because of the perks that I've taken in the pistols. Arrow compensated lens, superior recoil, reduced range. Eh. I think I've kind of got that tuned to exactly what I want. I should probably sell my excess weaponry at some point. Because, like, I can get a lot more out of a pistol like this than I can the plastic that I scrap it for. Resources, food, mute fruit. Just go ahead and plant 3 or 4 of those in here. One more planted. Out of this.
Seems to be growing well.
Go ahead and walk around and collect what mute fruit
I need
are.
to assign someone to this.
And then it shows us I should be able to make a couple of, at least a vegetable starch with that number of mute fruit. With that, I should be able to pocket this chest piece now. Oh, nice, got a couple of pocketed pieces. The heavy combat armor just looks a little bit more beefy overall. Let's see here. Where is Piper? I'm gonna, really quick, I'm just gonna go through my inventories. Let's see here. What do I have? I've got things that I don't care to keep. I'm just gonna bring with me. Or combat rifle.
Blue, come on. Let me carry something before you cripple
Hey.
yourself. Sure, take a peek.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that I'm ever using this revolver pistol again. It's just not, it's not gonna end up being good for me in the long run. I want to keep the shish kebab because it's cool, but I don't know that I'm ever going to use it again. Okay, well, Piper's full now, and I'm full, so let's head to Diamond City really quick. And I want to see if I can't trade out for some more fusion cores. Maybe some more ammo.
Newcomer, huh? Talk to Abbott at the wall if you want a history lesson.
Hey, you're the new guy, right?
Yeah, I'm the new guy.
Well, it's good to have you here. Name's Arturo Rodriguez. If you need protection, let's talk.
Let's see what you got.
Don't forget to stock up on ammo.
1 second before I talk to you.
Shoot. Take a look.
I just want to grab all of this excess stuff from Piper. I'll leave some of that stuff in there.
Arturo.
If you're thinking safety, a long-range rifle lets you stay in cover and out of sight. But you might want a secondary weapon for flexibility.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Everything hand-tooled.
Okay. I don't know that I'm ever going to use this pipe auto pistol again, but simultaneously, like, that's a lot of 38 ammo to just have around. I might just sell all of my 38 ammo and, like, stock up on a different weapon type. Oh, hey, thank you very much, Caitlin. Welcome back, and thank you for the other raid. This is another raid that you've done for me. Hey, thank you very much. We're just playing some Fallout 4. I played a good chunk of this game in VR, but I can't really continue. Like, it kept messing up and being hard to play, so I more or less gave up on the idea of playing the rest of this in VR, but I am still enjoying the game. Ooh, he has 44 rounds. I do want 44s. I'm eventually going to get a 44. Hey, hope all's well with you. Everything's going well. How was your stream? Some fusion cells would be nice. Fusion cells, then I can just use my laser pistol. Think I could handle VR. I'd probably get sick. I thought I would whenever I first started playing, but you'd be surprised. It's actually like not terrible to do for extent. Like once you get used to it, VR is not terrible. But it is a lot to get used to right off the bat. I want to hang on to that. I need to put that back at the place. That's a problem. Well, its weight is 0 right now because it's broken, so that's a thing. And then, ammo. I just want to get rid of all of my 308 ammo. Actually, no, it was not 308 that I wanted to get rid of. It was my 38 ammo. I want to do more VR stuff, but it costs a lot to get into. Yeah, I was lucky. I had a birthday where I got a decent amount of money, and it was right when they were doing a sale on the old Oculus Rift, the original Rifts. And so I did that, and I ended up getting a bunch of Oculus Rift headset, or I got an Oculus Rift headset, which came with a couple of games and stuff. I need to get more games for it because right now, like, I've got Fallout 4 VR, I've got Skyrim VR, which both of those run fine on my computer when I'm not streaming. But when I'm streaming, they chug a lot. They're very, like, not optimized for this. I guess I'll buy up the rest of your fusion cells. And I'll buy your plasma cartridges. And your 45s. That is way more 45s than I can afford. Yeah. You need a good PC to run VR and stream it. Or like a third party. Like you need like a secondary computer. like that's just for streaming. Alright. That was a good trade in my opinion, because now I have just so much ammo for my pistol. Yeah, so currently I've got VR, I've got no mods loaded on this version of the game because they wouldn't load into VR. This is my VR character, by the way. I just copied the save over to the I recently learned a term, the pancake version of Fallout 4. Pancake being a term that people use whenever they mean to play a game in not VR, because there's VR games and then there's pancake games.
Need something, Scav?
So playing this in Pancake is a lot easier because it's not loading basically two versions. It's not having to render two versions of the game and play at 90 FPS in order to actually like look good. So it's easier to play this way, but also I can load mods in this the next time that I play.
Don't worry, I won't.
Good. The wall keeps out the bad guys, so I appreciate you not messing her up none. Thinking you need a little education. Maybe a bit of community service. What do you say?
Happy to help out.
You see this paint I'm using? Only one place left in the whole Commonwealth you can get it. Hardware Town. Rune store close by to the west. Bring back a can of paint and it'll be 100 caps in your pocket. How does that sound?
Paint retrieval. I'm on it.
Much obliged.
Anyhow, it's late here. I have work in the morning, so I got to raid and run. All right, no problem at all, Caitlin. I know it's pretty late there where you are, so thank you again for the raid. And I hope you have a good sleep so that you can get to work refreshed and ready to go. I have work in a little bit myself. I have to go to work at 1, so I'll probably be hopping off at some point soon, but I'll play for like maybe another hour or so.
Only one thing worth buying in the dugout.
Get your copy of the public. We expose the truth behind the Institute.
Yeah, it's 10:30 a.m. where I am. Where is Harvard? Actually, hold on. Data, painting the town. There we go. Had to get the actual map marker. I finally fixed my sound alert stuff though. So there's a, if you guys are looking in the chat below, or not the chat, but like the section where all the panels are. First off, you can suggest games for me if you want me to play a game. You can suggest games for me in that panel. Keep in mind, I don't necessarily, like, I'm not guaranteed to play a game that is suggested, but if it's a game that I own, or one that I can easily get my hands on and it seems interesting, I use that as a way to gauge audience interest in games that I might play in the future. And there's also a section where you can, if you want to donate bits, you can actually donate bits and make them make a sound on the stream. It's just a little, like, panel down at the bottom. And it's got a bunch of different sound effects on it. Sorry, I have a hard time speaking and moving around in video games and thinking about it at the same time. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the Hardware Town stuff. Is this lady right here?
Hurry! She's in here!
Now I could go that way, or whoop, secret entrance. And this is the more fun way to do it because the people down here have no clue what's going on.
She's right back here! Hurry!
Hey! I told you to bring them in through the basement! Shut up! They're headed this way now. Be ready. What the hell was that?
Yeah, I'm not exactly a sneaky boy in this one like I am in some of my other playthroughs. These are all the other settlers that they've done the help please.
That's nice. What is taking so long? I don't know. Maybe you should go check it out.
You don't think I will?
Tired of sitting where I said.
Luck finding anything in here.
Blue paint, yellow paint, mixer, make green paint. Alright, let's kill.
Time to rip it.
Oh, Jackson the Fallout 4 streamer just followed me. Thank you very much.
I can carry something if you need me to.
They usually say that when you're getting close to your inventory limit. Yep. I did pick up just a bunch of shit that I didn't need to. Hold on, let's see here. There we go. Yoink. There's some 45s. I can use those. Pack. Oh, he got stuck back there. Perfect. I know there's a couple of other things worth exploring up here. They more or less decided to live inside these, like, shelving units for some reason. You can find stim packs, revolver rifles, some gamma rounds. That's fancy. I don't know that I'm gonna be using a gun that uses gamma rounds anytime soon, but I can sell that stuff. Aw, I hit my head. I'm used to playing Oblivion now. In Oblivion, I have ridiculously high jump, and so I can just jump over whatever I want. Let's see here. Around here. Let's try to make our way back to that area again, and let's get on to the already pushed over spot. I can jump this because there's a... Oh, come on. I can't jump this because I'm bad at video games. Alright, let's do this again. Haven't you heard the saying that 38th time is the charm? I didn't even jump that time. I tried to, but I jumped too late. This is gonna take forever. Alright, you know what? Can I... Motherfuckers. And it's an... I can't even open it because I don't have a high enough, Wait, do I? I do have enough for advanced. Okay, okay. I did take the advanced lockpicking skill.
Yes.
All right. Blast radius. Everything was just nuclear themed in the Fallout universe before the Great War happened. Gas canisters made of aluminum. There's a lot of stuff in here that, if I remember correctly, there was a lot of stuff in here. Oh, Jackson the Fallout streamer redeemed hydrate. Okay, I've got my glass of water. Thank you very much, Jackson. got the paint, so now we're just headed back out. Yeah, this is the way that they wanted you to come in. They wanted you to come in here thinking that there was a situation, and they ambush you. But if you go down underneath through the back door, through the basement door, then they go, wait, what happened? Like, where is the person? Why is it taking so long? And then you just kill them. Hey, gotta go. I'll be back later if you're on. I will probably... I'm only going to be on for like another half hour or so. After that, I have to shower and get ready for work. But I'll be on for like another half hour. Oh, there's a raider. There are raiders. At the top of this, like, crazy statue. This thing. Out of order. Okay, my camera's all over the place.
Wow, there's a whole bunch of you.
Who's there?
I wonder if it's possible for somebody to have learned how to make tripwires and stuff from the Fallout universe.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Like, if somebody actually took the time to,
You're getting paranoid right now, huh?
I feel like deactivating that trap makes so much noise.
Hey!
They're in our hands anyway.
Swear I must be going crazy.
You are. Continue to go crazy, my friend. While I slowly make my way up here.
Who's out there?
Nobody. Nobody's out there.
Get some, motherfucker!
Language, sir. Language. Whoops, I just took everything that she was carrying. Just trying to reload my gun. Didn't want to take all of her gear.
Grip on yourself.
I don't have anybody that can open that safe right now. Open to the fins, and there's going to be people up here now as well. Taking longer than usual to load. Usually Fallout 4 is pretty fast about loading.
You are so dead!
This is normal for other journalists.
It is in our current world. Except journalists usually don't pull guns, they usually have guns pulled on them.
Bullshit.
Oh, is this the Super Mutants versus Bandits fight? There we go.
What was that?
There's at least one more super mutant over there, and he's a skull. They're gonna control the quantum. Oh, I don't have any more frag grenades. There we go. Got a very upgraded version of that gun. Compensated advanced 10mm pistol. Man. I'm kind of past the point of using 10mm as well. Which means I could probably sell my 10mm ammo and replace it with a better weapon with better ammo as well. I can do that in general for a lot of this stuff. A lot of people use pipe guns still, which is ridiculous to me. Hey, level up. Which means I can finally create supply lines. And with supply lines, a lot of things are about to change. Submachine gun, interesting. Metal armor is good for me to carry. I'm trying to collect gear at this point, because I can sell it for other stuff. Well, with us being able to establish supply lines, I think it's about time that we do Operation Infinite Money. For those of you who don't know what Operation Infinite Money is, you are in for a treat. You're about to see how ridiculous this game's economy is. Namely because in the past, purified water was something that was hard to get your hands on. You would almost always just have a whole bunch of dirty water, and you would have no purified water. So it was relatively common.
Let's trade some things.
Okay.
It was pretty common in previous Fallout games. Supply line to the Starlight Drive-In. Firm. So now we've got a supply line to the Starlight Drive-In. We can now go to the Starlight Drive-In, which is right over here. I can now start establishing a working scenario here. I can build houses, I can put in beds, I can make it so that this place is defended, because it no longer matters where my supplies are, whether they're at the Starlight Drive-In here or at the Red Rocket. I can access all of my junk from either location now. Which is really nice. Because now I can, I've got power. Pretty common to what? So this is the real goal here, is I can do this and it produces 40 water. Usually sometimes a bit too... Yeah, there we go. Tab to cancel the building. Now I need to, yeah, that's what I figured. So now I need a power line. Power pylon large. Connect that to the generator. Connect the generator. Those. And I am now producing 50 water in here. You never finished the thought? I thought I did. I don't remember what my thought was, so it must not have been that special or important. Let's go ahead and build a couple of turrets up on the wing. There's one there and one there. That's all I can produce of those, but that's fine, because that's all I need to produce of those. Food resources here will be mostly mute fruit, corn, and tatos. Do you need to know? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how to help you there. I did everything. I remembered everything that I could, but I can't remember the rest of that. You're Piper. As soon as I set up a decent amount of corn here really quick. And now mute fruits, I have 6 available. I can just 4, 5. I now need to replace. I need to place a resource beacon, a recruitment beacon. Yeah, recruitment radio beacon. Requires 1 power. Is that there? Hook that up. Now people will come to this settlement. Why am I always a good 30 seconds behind? Because the game, it requires a certain amount of time to, like, for the game to recognize what's going on. That's not the best wording for that, but it takes a second for the game to, like, to register what everybody's trying to do, or what I'm trying to do, really. And then it takes that idea of what I'm trying to do, and then it decides whether or not, I'm not doing a good job of describing this, really. But, it takes the ideas of, what's happening on stream, and then it interprets it, and then it takes that interpreted data and then produces it, and that takes time. If you're on mobile, or if you're on, I'm like behind other people. If you're on mobile, or if you are, let's see here, other people that are watching. If you're on mobile, or if you're on another, situation entirely, like if you're on bad internet, it will also, it'll also, like, basically take that and go, well, this is not, like, the best scenario. So in order to make the viewing quality on this device with this internet, we have to take a little extra time to actually interpolate the data. So that's really what it's doing, is it's just taking for a while. Paladin, is that you streaming? Hey, Starlo. Yes, it is. I don't know how to fix it. I mean, if you take your, if you're on your stream, like your phone, you should be able to set your latency to very low by changing the quality of the video. I don't know if I have the quality video section, but... but you should be able to at least see it from there. The big thing is, if you're on a PC, or if you're not on a PC and you're just doing it from your phone on a bad internet connection, it can be difficult to get it to run properly. I'm gonna turn this into housing. I've never actually turned this into housing before, but I'm definitely turning all of this into housing. So I encountered something in the game that made me say something. What is that? You'll post it in Discord? Alright. just about build this area out.
I don't think we've met yet. I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Hey.
I'm ready to help with whatever you need. Just say the word.
Yeah, let me show you.
Go ahead.
Ah, so it's hold V to open up the workshop. I'm gonna assign you to the food. Happiness here is 80. Very high. Bam. And now we watch that food number jump up to 6. Well, I posted it. Alright, I'll check it out in just a second. And now that I've got this town producing water and some food, water and some food, I will now be able to regularly pull purified water from the storage here. And I can sell purified water for a decent amount of money for the amount of water that I will be producing. That is a rad scorpion. There we go. Hey, there's my trader. So they're here to help with the trade goods in this town. I've got a lot of empty space in the Starlight Drive-In, which I like, but simultaneously I think the build limit here is not that high. Yeah, the build limit that you can actually build in this place is not the best. While we're here, let's go ahead and drop a couple more beds, though, in here. And over here. There we go. So that'll be everything that we need right off the bat for this place. I do plan on building some more actual locations in here, but for the most part, I've got what I want in the sign and this. There's enough materials and places that I can actually get a decent shop built here. There we go. Overall, happiness is pretty good in most of our communities. Cambridge Polymer Labs is nice. We're going to go there really quick. Or actually, we're not going to go there really quick because we're almost out of time for today. So we're going to finish the paint the wall quest, and then I'm going to go ahead and get off. The Deathclaw Gauntlet allows the user to viciously slash at enemies for incredibly high damage.
Word is, something bad went down in the old Museum of Witchcraft up near Salem.
I love that. It's like, something bad happened to the Witchcraft Museum in Salem. Why'd they even go there?
You're back. You find that paint?
Wasn't easy, but I found some, yeah.
Now that's damn fine news. Why don't you go ahead and paint the first stroke? Let's see how the shade matches up.
Working hard?
That's a good shade of green. The wall sure seems happy with it.
Happy to help. It's been an honor.
It's nice to work with someone who knows how to show respect. There's your payment, and a little bonus for getting the right shade of green. Don't do anything with it I wouldn't do.
I'm glad we did this. The wall is important to a lot of people here, Blue.
Hooray. Alright, I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it a day here. Just because this is a good stopping point and I don't really want to, like, push it further than I'm already at, so I will talk to you guys next time. I will be back tomorrow morning with some Oblivion, and then on Saturday we'll do some more Fallout. Kind of just flip-flopping between the two as I've got time. Thank you, everybody who came out to today's stream. I've been Paladin Null. This... Don't forget to check the Discord server. I will check the Discord server. Let me see. Actually, let's go ahead and check that right now before I go ahead and get off. Let's see here. Oh! Okay. What the hell does one say to this freakish horrid abomination? That thing is very gross. Very gross indeed. Let's see. Can I get that on stream really quick? Throw display capture up. Yeah, that. That's a whole lot of nope. That's just way too much nope for my opinion. But anyway, thank you everybody who came out to today's stream. I've been Paladin Null. This has been Fallout 4. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And as always, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.